Okay, so we're going to get down to business here, folks. There's the handshake, very warm handshake.
Grasping, firm handshake there from both players. More attempts at establishing early psychological dominance.
I wonder, did he also drop the information, I'm going to bid 5 the first 2 turns?
We may never know. We may never know. So they're beginning the game with 4 cards in hand.
So it's Mulligan Central here, fellas. Lords and ladies. Matt not liking a single card that he saw, and he's going to mulligan all 4.
Mulliganing all 4 from the Ducey.
Yes, mulliganing, is that a word?
Mulliganing, mulligating,
mulliganizing.
Replacing.
Replacing's good. It's an actual verb.
You see, sort of generously shifting the rings back into the centre of the table.
Slightly.
But
false courtesy.
Still on his side of the table.
False gesture.
Not false, just calculated. But it's very genuine in its intent of establishing psychological dominance.
But he's allowing his opponent to interpret it as a courtesy.
Exactly.
When it's actually the opposite.
Exactly. That's where the true sort of mastery of mind games.
It is. It's the subtlety.
Starts to come out.
The subtlety.
Where you can mind game someone and have them say thanks afterwards.
That's it. Thanks, Jack. All right, so we're about to get underway. It's exciting. Are you excited?
No. No, I'm really not.
I'm excited, man.
I feel like the guy from A Clockwork Orange. Been sat in the chair, my eyes have been taped open, and now I'm going to watch 100 minutes of Scorpion versus Scorpion.
Jackie, when you mentioned earlier this weekend on stream that you were somewhat disillusioned by the game, maybe you weren't so much of a fan of it anymore. I wasn't sure the depth of your disdain, but I think it's becoming clear to me and to all of the viewers that you really don't like watching this game. But no, I'm happy to see this. I think this is going to be a good one.
It's going to be skill intensive, no doubt about that.
This is a skill match.
I just hope that they can get to a clean victory. I hope that we can see an actual end to this tournament. So many of the games we've cast on the stream this weekend have gone to time, have been decided by tiebreakers. People have been playing for tiebreakers from a relatively early stage in the game.
Today's games have been pretty comprehensive. The first few games that we cast were over very, very quickly. We had a lot of waiting around in between.
So there's the City of Lies. Again, from Matt, kept 2 City of Lies face up in his provinces all game long last time. He clogged up 2 provinces permanently to keep one City of Lies and 1 sneaky sake den or whatever it's called, versus the City of Lies, an Imperial Storehouse, a Bayushi Shoju, and a Manipulator.
Oh, you can see it.
Yeah. There's the 1 drop.
And then on Piotr's side, it's...
sorry, that is Piotr's side I was reading. On Matt's side, we have a Shizuru Actress, a Yogo Outcast, and the 2 holdings.
Oh, that's right, City of Lies.
Yeah, I think we're going to see that Manipulator and nothing else purchased from Piotr.
Quite conservative. Well, we actually haven't seen Piotr's deck. So
we haven't, and we won't. So we're in the dark on this one in terms of splash, and they're going straight to the bids. 5 versus 5. Oh no.
Some gesturing. It was a 4 from Piotr.
Then why did Matt get the honor?
Sorry, it was that's a good question. I'm not actually sure what the interaction was there. Because I saw a 5 from
I saw a 5 too. Someday we may know.
We may. It may become obvious.
What we've got here now is Piotr on 9 honor and Matt on 11.
Was it the Bayushi Manipulator?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, 6 versus 5.
To get 6 versus 5.
6 versus 5. There we go.
Yeah, this is. I think Matt is playing the more traditional Frotop deck. Would you say?
Who?
Frotop.
What's a Frotop?
Frotop was the name of the guy who won, or maybe the.
Why is his name Frotop?
I think that's his actual name backwards.
Oh. Why is he Frotop? Who is he?
He's the winner of PAC South.
irrelevant. This is the most important Delphi Board tournament ever hosted. We've been over this.
But that deck, publishing that deck and making it a public,
Well, he has to publish
he
it.
has to publish it. But publishing that deck made, I don't know, made it very clear what a good direction for Scorpion could
And this is
possibly
deck
be.
like Scorpion with Dragon Splash, the same deck that everyone's been running since Core, and that's been great since Core. And it now has the addition of Mono no Aware and the Fate Worse Than Death.
Yes, it was
Those
exactly
obviously
that deck.
very powerful cards that were going to go in anyway.
I guess so, Jack. I mean, you could be an asshole about it.
That's my job. That's literally what I'm here for.
Apparently, that's the job you have assumed. But anyhow, let's go back to the game at hand. So the initiative with Piotr, what do you think he's going to do? Do you think I think he might actually
I would expect Miramoto's Fury.
he's actually passed his first conflict.
Yeah.
So what we're going to see is we're going to see Earthring, military, heading into
Shoju.
Baisha Shoju. Whoa, this is interesting.
Converting.
If it's a charge, if there's a charge in here,
I think that's Secret Cash.
yes, it is, because
Yeah.
it's taking the top 5, having a little look-see. If you, going back to why he mulliganed all 4 cards. So he had really no control over what he had in his opening flip, Matt, on the right-hand side. So he got what he got, and that was it. And he's decided not to go with any of it, pass straight away, and just get a conflict character in.
With a ton of fate on that Jimbo actually. So,
He's wanting him to stick around,
yeah.
wanting to get some
We'll
value
see
out
if
of
he's
him.
going to try and break the province. What tools have we seen from Matt's deck that's going to allow that?
It's going to help him break. We've seen
More conflict characters, I guess. Is
more
one way for him to
conflict
do it.
characters.
He's not running any flying katanas or anything like
He's
that.
not running Bonsai.
He's not running Bonsai.
Not running.
Adept to Shadows could get him there.
He's running one Adept. Is it one Adept Shadows?
Oh, maybe.
I'm not sure.
He's running at least one.
At least one. But maybe it's just about he's only going for the Earth Ring, maybe trying to put a bit of dishonor pressure on.
So we're seeing the City of Lies activated.
And then also just getting the Earth Ring, getting that incremental advantage.
Yeah, like we saw before,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
importance
yeah.
in this matchup of just digging down through your deck, that being one card deeper,
Yep. Can
seeing
make a
those
huge
important
difference.
match-defining cards. So, a Fate Worse Than Death.
You're not serious.
Not wasting any time.
Whoa.
The Jimbo is going down a well.
There's
And
no
there's no
cancelling
court
that
here in
one.
play to cancel.
No Forged Edict there. It's going to be dishonored.
So down she goes, down with the bees and the rats and the bats and all the other unpleasant things that feature in that card's artwork. It's a very expensive Miramoto Suri. 3 fate with the City of Lies.
Yeah.
But costing a fate from Matt's side, saving the province certainly, saving the ring potentially. The ring seems to still be contested, so Matt is potentially considering a charge here.
Yes, we can see it on top in his hand. He does have charge.
But he has to be wary now that, unlike himself, Piotr does have the option of playing his Forged Edict.
It's true.
He does have a court here.
So the charge comes down. The actress comes in. Charge played for free, obviously, because of the City of Lies, so no fate invested there.
Still, like, the Forged Edict could
Forged
have,
Edict,
there it
there
is.
it is. There it is. Interesting. Does that now trigger? It does. It will trigger the use of City of Lies, right?
Activating the Forged Edict, I believe it will, yes.
So the card.
But he's
was-
already used his City of Lies to.
No. I mean the Matt's.
Matt's City of
City
Lies
of
went on
Lies.
charge.
Yes. That spends the chart. The City of Lies.
So a second conflict character coming down. Can't quite see what it is. I think it's a Adept to Shadows, as expected.
Yes. So how do you think both of these guys have played A lot of rounds yesterday, long time yesterday. They've played a long time today already. We started at 9:30 already this morning, or well, maybe
Some of us did.
10 o'clock. It's been a long day so far. They're 6-7 hours in. Do you think fatigue is going to be a thing here?
Yes. I think if they were both coming into this game fresh, fatigue would be a thing. This matchup is brutal, punishing.
It's as grueling as it gets, right?
Yep. It's just a horrible, awful grind fest
And it's
of tiny incremental edges. Every little detail matters.
Yep.
Any small mistake can get you crucified.
And as Matt said earlier, this is a skill match. And in a skill match, you constantly have to be making the highest level of decisions and highest order decisions. And you've got to do it for, in this game, a really long time.
Yep.
100-minute round.
90 minutes left.
90 minutes left on this round. We are 1/10 of the way through this game. And these guys, Matt has already played a mirror. He played a mirror just before. It's a stressful game. It's got to take its toll. So let's keep an eye out and see if it is actually visibly taking its toll on anyone. So there you have Miramoto's Fury come
comes
down.
Heavy investment in the defense of this province now. That's 4 fates spent in
Very.
total and 2 cards.
Very, very heavy.
That's secret cache though. You don't want secret cache breaking. You want people looking at it going, I don't want to go back there. It's so horrible to attack into it.
But then the other thing is Matt's used a lot of cards from his hand as well. He's invested at least 3 cards in this already. And pretty much all of his fate.
That's true, actually, and we've seen from at least in Matt's previous games, he's so conservative with his fate.
Very
He's so good
circumspect.
at banking it and keeping it and rolling it over into the next turn. And here we see both players tapped out.
Yeah.
They got nothing left.
Well, I mean, there's 2 fate left for Piotr.
Is there? Where? Oh, there. Oh, sorry.
Up
It's
on
not
top.
on the card. Okay, I see it. Well, in case he's successfully drained Matt of his. Matt's generally very disciplined with his fate.
Yeah.
Very conservative with it, and it's all gone.
But it was a conscious decision from Matt that he would.
Oh, it's not Adept of Shadows. It's Cunning Magistrate, is it?
Yes. It doesn't look like Adept of Shadow's art. But we can't read the.
Yeah. I believe it's Cunning Magistrate.
Yes, it is. You can kind of see it when the hand goes over
when
and the shadow
lights,
comes
when
down.
the shadow descends.
Oh, that's not nice. That's
That's
shameful
a
display.
shameful display. Getting
Gives-
Matt a
gives him the one
point of fate, but he's no one to defend it with. He has no fate to buy a conflict character with.
But I'm not sure it
He
breaks.
does have one. No, it's the guy's on zero strength at
Yeah.
the moment.
But so there is a charge in hand there for Piotr. He's looking to get his shoju into this fight. I think.
There's still no danger of a Forged Edict.
No. No danger of Forged Edict, and honestly, no danger of. And there's the bonsai. He's going to bonsai instead. Much lower investment there.
Assassination played,
Oh, very nice.
dropping Matt down to 7 honor.
He's still got the box up, so. And this is actually, I should probably explain that term. We sometimes use, say, box instead of stronghold, because back in the old days, the very, very first days of L5R, they printed the box that the cards came in was on the back of the box was the stronghold printed on it. So in fact, the stronghold wasn't a card; it was the box, and you used the box to represent your stronghold. So that's why you might hear some old L5R players calling it a box instead of calling it the stronghold card. So just for any new L5R, so true new L5R players who are wondering what the hell me and you are talking about when we say box.
Good work, Andy. Clarifying that excellently in this foggy haze we found ourselves in. You are a beacon of
I'm a lighthouse of an individual.
perspective and
Now, while I was explaining
enlightenment.
that, something happened.
Shoju got
came
charged.
got charged in. The shameful display got broken. And the honor totals are 7 apiece.
Soro Actress has left play. Honor, the shared honor pool that we talked about in the last game, dropping a lot faster. This time
I mean,
than it
one
did
turn
last
and
game.
they're going from 11 down to 7. Both of them.
Matt's down to 6 now. So there's currently only 13 points in the pool.
I mean, that's a pretty fast clock. That's going to dwindle pretty quickly.
Piotr gains the favor. Not hugely important in this matchup as it is in others. Scorpions take the favorite card or discard the favorite card from the Imperial Cycle. The Sake House Confidant being trash and unplayable. No particularly important discard the favorite effects in either deck then. Just to put the +1 politics, the +1 military, I think a lot of the time is going to be quite valuable in helping turn small threats into province breakers.
I mean, you can send a 0 strength guy in somewhere and still threaten a ring.
Yeah, which also is really important when there's going to be so much dishonor flying across the table. Although, weirdly, in the Scorpion versus Scorpion matchup, there's 6 fewer dishonor effects in play because neither player's way of the Scorpion do anything.
So 2 City of Lies now for Piotr. And that looks like... Is that a No, it's not a manipulator.
It's a young rumor monger.
Young rumor monger. Mongering.
Ceaselessly.
Ceaselessly.
Even though he's so young. Not a really powerful flip, it's got to be said. On Matt's side.
Maybe we could see a prodigious prodigious mongerer in the future.
So we're seeing a second City of Lies flip for Piotr as well. So he's currently claiming the title of Prince of Lies.
Very nice.
Matt is no longer the Prince of Lies. Piotr is the Prince of Lies now.
And
we have a new Prince of Lies.
He's got his favoured niece as well, which is key in this matchup.
Hugely
which
important.
Matt doesn't have.
Although, unlike in the previous game, we're not seeing as heavy an investment. Not seeing as heavy an investment in the favoured niece as we did in the last game.
No. Obviously, Piotr doesn't value it as much as Matt was saying he would in this matchup, and as we saw him invest in it in the previous game.
So Matt is the first player this turn. They're considering their bids. The bids are coming down. We've got a 5 from Matt.
And we've got something or other for...
And it looks like it's a 5 from Piotr. Yeah, 5 from both players. So the honor total is going to stay where they are, 6 and 7 apiece. Although with the actually they're not, because the stronghold is going to be put into action, and they're going to swap and go from 6 and 7 apiece to 7 and 6 apiece.
And then back to 6 and 7.
Yes, but not for the maybe when he's feeling up to it. So actually a nice thing about this new vantage point that we've got is that I can look over there and see the body language of the players.
Oh, that is quite nice, actually.
Which tells us a little bit more about what's going on at the table. Matt quite animated, looking around like a meerkat.
He does have a meerkat kind of look to him.
Whereas Piotr is a lot stiller.
He's very focused on the game, on his own cards, on...
But that says to me that Piotr is the player who's feeling confident at the moment. I'm not sure why, but...
well, currently he's ahead on tiebreakers, and that's probably
that's
going to be important.
That could be relevant. That's right. There's one province broken, so I guess that's it.
One province broken in the favour.
Matt's board is a little bit underdeveloped compared to his also.
So Matt choosing to go again politically for the Earth Ring.
And there's Pilgrimage. So one of the interesting things about Pilgrimage is potentially devastating when you're relying on your rings, like the Ring of Water, the Ring of Air sometimes, the Ring of Fire, Ring of Void, things that are going to directly impact the board.
Yeah.
When it's Ring of Earth, it's not as devastating because it's not affecting it's like it hurts your hand, it gains your hand, but losing the Ring of Earth to Pilgrimage isn't going to ruin the rest of your turn in the way that losing Ring of Fire, Ring of Air, or Ring of Water potentially could.
Yeah, very true. Like it's one of those cards at this point is giving that incremental advantage we're talking about. It's not a massively influential board effect. So dropping a conflict character with one face.
It's a Kachiko. Some conflict character. What a conflict character she is. 6 fate Kachiko coming down, giving Matt a dominating advantage on the board. Piotr sitting on only 5 fate. So he has one very obvious answer.
One of which he has used already.
Yeah, but unlike previously, Matt now has the courtiers in play, 2 of them. Well, only 1 now because his Fusilier is dishonored. But
it's looking like
and the rumor monger is going to move it away. I expect, so he's putting it on the magistrate, so that his courtiers are remaining active and he can continue to threaten the Forged Edict, which really makes the Fate Worse Than Death a non-option.
Not a
while there's an honourable courtier and you haven't seen his hand, you cannot risk it.
No. And I'm not sure, we haven't seen. We got a slight glimpse of the deck there. I imagine that he's not running Policy Debate. I imagine Piotr's not running Policy Debate, so he cannot get a look into the hand.
I can't imagine why he wouldn't run Policy Debate. Policy Debate's amazing. So there's a Miramoto's Fury coming down.
I just haven't seen it.
And Forged Edict to cancel it. So that's going to be Piotr's only Forged Edict this turn. That's it.
He ain't got no more. There's no more targets.
There's no more courtiers, exactly. Matt now is playing a Forged Edict of his own.
Oh, on the
answering the Forged Edict with a Forged Edict of his own.
Why are they bowing each other's cards? And
I don't know, but head judge John Butler will make sure that everything stays above board.
Absolutely.
No, you're okay.
So Steve Jones there just saying cheerio to us in the commentary booth. Great player, great guy. Just really, really nice to see him again after a long hiatus from L5R. And that's sort of been the story of this week, really. A lot of players that we haven't seen, some that we didn't see in London, some that have come over here to meet the old play base, because a lot of players have come back to the game. A lot of old L5R players have come back to the new L5R.
So, looks like the Miramoto's Fury was cancelled. Oh no, it wasn't. Was it?
I honestly have no idea.
Damn it, Steve Jones. We've got a job to do here.
But there was a Forged Edict. There was one
Forged Edict played on both sides.
And then another Forged Edict.
Was there 2 Forged Edict? No, it couldn't have been.
Well, it's in the bin. You see it there.
No, but he only has the one course. So like Piotr didn't Forged Edict the Forged Edict that Forged Edict his Forged Edict. He Forged Edict.
But why is Kachiko bad then?
Conflict ended, I guess.
Conflict ended, ring claimed. Sorry, my bad.
But the province didn't break.
No.
I'm not sure why that is.
That's a good question.
And if it was on the pilgrimage, then because of the favor.
I see.
Because of the favor.
Yeah. So do you think this one actually goes to the distance?
Yeah.
You reckon it still does?
Yeah.
We had a province broken.
I don't see anything to indicate that this game will come to a conclusion. I see a province broken on each side, sure. We've got an hour and 15 minutes left. But the thing is, as the stakes get higher, the game draws nearer that conclusion, the players are going to slow down.
So here we see the policy debate coming in.
So it's again, it's sort of this is something we've seen from Matt before.
Oh, this could be really dangerous.
A small gap.
Yeah.
Only a 2-point advantage.
However he plays this, both players have the potential to play this in a very interesting way.
The honor pools, by the way, they're down to 6 for Piotr versus 5 for Matt.
Yeah, it's a 2 versus a 1, so it went in Matt's favor.
But he spent some honor to get there.
He only spent 1 honor to get there. Not the end of the world, really. And it also switches off his opponent's stronghold for the turn.
It does.
Well, reduces the likelihood that he's going to get to use it. So he sees a Forged Edict, another Forged Edict.
Again, Matt needs to be aware, at the end of this turn, he's losing 2 more honor.
It's very true.
He's dropping to 3. Even for Scorpion, that's
dangerous.
That's a danger zone.
It's a danger zone. Yeah. So he's going to get rid of
Sneak.
Goblin. Is that Goblin Sneak?
That's Goblin Sneak.
Goblin Sneak. Yeah. Doesn't want him to get a conflict character. Looking through the rest, he sees policy debates in there. Okay, so he is running policy debate. That is fair. But it now becomes a very dicey prospect to policy debate, right?
Sure does. Interesting. Well, sorry. Interesting that he got rid of the Goblin Sneak, but of course, with only one fate in his bank at the moment, the Goblin Sneak removes his ability to
play whatever it
not
is.
just to play cards, but to threaten cards.
Yes. To represent.
Exactly. Having the difference between an opponent on one fate and an opponent on 0 fate is an opponent who can wreck you and an opponent who can't wreck you. It just gives you that extra bit of mental confidence.
So we're seeing another.
So the hand goes home.
No, I think this is Matt's hand that he's going to look at.
Oh.
Played
Meek
Informant, allowing him to look at Matt's hand. Now, information exchange both ways. And this is a pretty good target for a policy debate.
Second policy debate comes down.
I don't know why he wouldn't do it to the Meek Informant.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or maybe he wants to keep Piotr making decisions. Like, constantly putting that pressure on, having a legitimate bid.
It's a lot of knowing what's in your opponent's hand.
Yeah.
In some ways, can make the game harder.
Yeah,
especially when it's like a reasonably sizable hand, like they're dealing with here. Yep. It can make the game harder because now you're putting yourself under pressure. It's on you to not fuck it up.
So another one going across.
Matt handing over another point of honor. That's frightening. So now at the end of this turn, he's going to be to 2.
Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. So Forged Edict going out.
It's a reasonable choice, I feel.
The problem is now that, but this honor can go back and forth. If Piotr decides that he wants to use his own policy debates,
but he can't really at the moment.
Well, he could.
By bidding
But
up.
he'd have to bid very high. But that would ensure that Matt is going to be stealing back the honor that he's been losing.
Yeah.
But Piotr's got to look at the hand. He knows now whether or not he wants to play those policy debates. The ring was claimed, but it was on a pilgrimage, so no effect coming through from water.
This seems like a real stalemate of a turn, actually, all in all.
No real gains here. I expect we'll see either fire or air, getting claimed here, and it's going to be air. Air military.
That seems reasonable given his kind of dire situation in terms of honor.
Not quite yet. Not quite yet.
No, void.
Void instead.
Ooh.
Going for it all.
And seeing shameful display. Grim.
Could not have been a better flip, actually.
Well, the magistrate's already dishonored.
Already dishonored. No defenders. There's no real gain here. Straight off the bat, I mean, he still has six fate left in his pool. Piotr.
Yeah.
So
he had 5, options. Went up to 6 from the secret trigger.
Now 7, basically, because he's used his second City of Lies.
Yeah.
What's going through your head if you're Matt at this point?
So, what's the second City of Lies about? That's what I'm wondering. You've seen his hand, though.
You have seen his hand. You know
so
what's
you
in
know
there.
what's in it.
You know there's 2 policy debates.
If I'm Matt right now, I'm nervous about my honor, for sure.
Are you even thinking that far
Feeling
ahead?
pressured.
Is there a point in thinking that far ahead in this game?
Ahead to the end of this turn?
Ahead to the end of this turn. Like, it's not going to lose you the game.
And Forged Edicts.
Forged Edict comes charge.
Coming down to negate the charge, yep.
So dishonoring his...
so now he's ending the turn
Kachiko?
on 1 honor?
No, Kachiko's got a fate. She's not going to go anywhere.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, he's going to claim the ring.
Claims void. So that's going to be a full board wipe for Piotr.
Yep.
Matt's going to keep his Kachiko around, but his Kachiko sadly is somewhat diminished.
Somewhat.
Not quite the dominating threat that she would have been otherwise. Although, there's always the possibility for Cork games to bring her back online, for the Ring of Fire to bring her back online. And there's Matt losing the honor, dropping down to 2 versus Piotr's 6.
Yeah.
So from a moment ago when the shared honor pool, I think at the start of this turn, was 13, it's now down to 8. There's 8 points of honor in this game.
A big attrition there. But importantly, what you then see is the political favour coming over from Matt.
Well, it's an hour and 10 minutes to tiebreakers, so I feel like no need. The favour doesn't count for that much just yet, other than the bonus it gives in terms. And I think he switched it to military.
Okay. Possibly so Kachiko can. And actually, Kachiko's kept a face. Yes, John
There we go.
rightly points it out.
Head Judge John Butler stepping in. And there's a huge fade advantage for Piotr here, but he kept both City of Lies. So
he's not going to see many new cards this turn. And air and fire are both going to get an extra void, or get an extra point of fate.
Yeah. So air, all of a sudden, like if air wasn't a priority ring before,
it's becoming one.
No, it's not. It is one now. It's not. It has become. So, initiative switches over to Piotr.
So Piotr here has, let's see, how many cards does he have in hand? He's got 4 cards in hand.
Looks of it.
Matt knows what they are.
Yep.
He knows every single card. Matt has, I think he has card advantage even.
He does.
And what Piotr has is a lot of fate, possibly nothing to spend it on.
Whoa, yeah, wow, you see a manipulator. That's it. That's all he saw. Now, he can bid for cards and try and see a Kachiko. We don't know that he's running her for sure, but conflict characters anyway of different descriptions.
And that takes the foot off the throat of
exactly.
Matt. And actually can potentially put him in a really bad spot.
If Matt gets to activate the stronghold before bidding.
Absolutely.
Then,
which he almost certainly will.
The bids are kind of... So yeah, looking at his hand there,
there's 2 policy debates in there.
Yeah, oh my god, grim. 2 policy debates, calling in favors. Gotta be careful of talking too loud about naming the cards in players' hands.
I don't think they can hear us at all. We're far enough removed from the table that they can't hear us.
I think so.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, Matt has gotten kind of, maybe not, he hasn't gotten lucky here, but he's calculated this very well, I feel, because he's dropped himself very low on honor, but knows that the death blow is not going to come.
I wouldn't be too confident.
Well,
but then again, he's in the finals of the tournament.
He's made the calculation.
He knows his deck. He knows the odds, and he knows his opponent's deck actually as well.
He does.
It's the same deck that he's running.
Similar. Maybe within like 3 cards or 4 cards. There are the bonsais in.
That's true. That is a difference maker.
That is a difference maker. That's the difference between the broken province on Matt's side and the
no broken provinces for Piotr.
On Piotr.
So Piotr is considering his options here, and the thing is, right, he has that manipulator. It's fine. It's good to have, but like a 1/1 for 1 is not developing a board for you.
No.
The Matt has nothing coming up from his board either.
And not something to really invest in either.
No, not. But like Matt has even less. He has the whatever it was went underneath the.
I feel like Matt actually hasn't flipped his dynasty cards yet. Maybe. I feel like neither player has flipped the dynasty.
Yeah. Matt was away. Was he?
Yes, he was.
Matt was away from the table. Okay. And now we're flipping. So we're going to see Sinister Sashi. Still pretty poor for Matt actually, but we're not sure. I didn't see what went under the ninja sake den.
Oh, I'm not sure either.
So, but a Bayushi Lyre for Piotr, another 1 fate character, another tiny little minnow, nothing really to invest in.
No. And he's probably going to want to pass here just to deprive Matt of the extra fate.
Yeah, maybe. But the thing is, with only 4 cards in hand, he has to gamble, and none of them are big fate expenditure bomb cards.
It's true.
He has to gamble on his draw.
He has, yeah.
So we're going to see him buy the Bushi. I think he has to. He's no choice there.
Seems fair. And then passing
Matt
from Matt
passes because he can buy his sneaky ninja living in the roof in the conflict phase.
And now the bids. I expect to see a 1 bid from Matt here.
Yeah.
Both players still with full information of each other's hands at this point.
Yeah. And 2.
Oh
my God.
good lord! And
The man
4.
is dangerous.
Was it a 4?
We'll find it. We'll find out now in a second.
It was a 5. It was a 5.
It was.
So the danger zone has sort of flipped.
Yep. Absolutely.
Not super critical, but getting to a point where it's getting scary.
That was ballsy by Matt, wasn't it?
Super ballsy. Yeah. But again, very well calculated. I think that's.
But I wonder if he'd bid 1, Piotr would be on 2 now. Piotr would be in the red line, running on fumes.
But they're both going to go to 4 now with the use of the stronghold. They're both going to go to 4. I think actually, no. Maybe this is the right play. The right play was 2.
Yeah, I guess. And there, the stronghold goes back.
There goes the fate. So it's 4 versus 4. Strongholds are not going to come into it too much anymore, unless some honor switches back and forth. And actually, I guess Kachiko being dishonored here is probably one of the.
Yeah, it hurts for sure. There may be court games to correct that.
To correct it, yeah.
But
basically, what we have is a situation where
I see court games in Piotr's hand. Even if there is a court games for Matt, that's not going to be good enough.
The Sinister Soshi, though, is going to cause quite a few problems, I would say.
She's going to help.
At least one problem.
Yeah. That's the problem where she gives someone -2/-2.
That's the big problem. So I wonder, do we actually see the air ring contested first here?
With the 2 fate on it, Piotr has so much fate.
He doesn't need the fate.
No,
he's going to go fire.
Going for fire.
I think fire is also a pretty good choice. Because even just by...
Fire's an odd choice, I feel. But the thing is, he can't use air right now. Because if he does, it just activates the stronghold.
Yeah, wouldn't generate any advantage for him.
But buying it fire, it's going to hit at the end of the turn.
It's going to cause that little increment.
Yeah. And then you can't necessarily use the stronghold right away in Dynasty because you want to pass first to get the fate.
True.
And then the bid happens, who knows? Ooh, mystery. So he's swinging with his lyre into the hidden cache.
Hidden cache or secret cache.
And it always hurts.
Yeah. And this is very much helping to equalize the bidding disparity that the two
Matt
had.
has 8 fate. So if he sees something big here, a fate worse than death, which isn't so good this turn.
Or a Kachiko.
Kachiko's already in play, so he can't drop it. But like an unassuming Yojimbo, which is there in that pile of cards, would be good. Because that's going to let him threaten a military conflict this turn, and that's what he's going for.
Yeah.
And that's a great pickup for him.
Really nice. Really nice.
Now, the Yushi Lyre is a long way from breaking this province.
Very long way.
And he's defending.
And Kachiko's going to defend. I think the first action is probably just remove presence.
No, he's trying to go for the court games.
He's going for the court games.
Because here's what he wants to do: is he wants to honor her in the conflict, use her ability to move herself home. She can't. She has to someone lower. Yeah.
Has to be someone lower.
But he has a favorable ground. So he's going to do that. He wants to use the favorable ground to move her home.
Yep.
And that way she'll be honored and ready to threaten the province militarily.
Yep. Yeah. It's going to be super interesting now that
Piotr is considering his own court games.
Yeah, and there
Nope.
comes. No, it's
down the well.
Oh, down the well she goes. Forged Edict, maybe.
I think we've seen at least 2 from Matt.
He hasn't got an answer.
3. Down, away she goes.
Oh, that hurts. That really hurts.
And look at that cost. It's a heavily costed card. Look at how much fate he has left. It cost him nothing.
It really didn't.
And no, he hadn't activated his City of Lies.
Okay.
So Matt now activates his City of Lies. And Miramodus Fury to bow the attacking character. That's going to do it.
I feel though the damage done there back to Kachiko is that hurts.
Yeah. Especially after Matt invested in her.
Yep.
Invested the energy in trying to re-honor her, and
a card from hand and trying to.
And here comes the unassuming Yojimbo, who is going to be able to make an uncontested run. And with Piotr's stronghold already bowed for the turn.
Yep.
That means at the point of unopposed honor loss. In fact, he could go air here. Yeah, there we go. So he's going to strip 2 points of honor off.
To 2. Yeah. Going into
thinking about where to go. Yeah, that makes perfect sense as well. That means a province he's going to be break. It's a province that the defensive trait isn't going to do anything without a defender there. And if Piotr now plays a conflict character into this, Matt can just run home.
Yeah, he
can just leave. So the City of Lies is activated.
Very cagey proposition here. What's going to come down? What's Piotr going to do? Second City of Lies? And then
another fate worse than death. Down the well you go. Ouch. This only costing him 2 fate. That hurts.
That is really
a lot.
Tough. But
that's going to cause 2 points of honor loss to Matt.
It is. It certainly is.
Dropping the shared honor pool between these two players to a mere 6 points.
Very low.
And that's going to deny the air ring. Favorable ground, can't help him here.
Nope.
He still has something under the Sake house. He has an Adept of Shadows that'll help him claim the ring.
Yep.
And I feel like oh no, is he just going to let it go? Yeah, he lets it go.
Interesting. I guess now the next ring that he's going to be interested in taking is Earth.
Well, air is still on the table.
Air and fire are both on the table. Maybe fire to mitigate the loss that he's going to take. So secret cache under the den here. I don't think he wants to go back into the secret cache. I really don't think he wants to be giving away free cards at this point. Although secret cache has done its ability for this turn.
It has, yeah. It's been activated.
So going there again is not the worst play in the world.
Only the safest play available.
It is the safest. Well, there's a shame.
There's meditations.
Meditations on the town.
So you're going to hit that. You don't want to hit that.
Definitely doesn't want to hit that. The Sinister Soshi is still up. Still, her ability has to be used.
It's going to make that Manipulator's attack a non-issue, really.
Yeah. I can feel it for myself.
No, the Adept is coming down.
Adept is coming down. Pre-conflict. I can feel it in myself, Jack. I'm getting tired watching this.
Yep. So we've just passed the 30-minute mark.
1/3 of the way through this game. Are we really 1/3 of the way through this game?
We've just passed the 40-minute mark.
Okay. That's a little bit more. Okay, he's going for void.
So in a normal game, we'd now be looking at 20 minutes left, with one province taken by one player. Although its potential, we'll see. The honor is running so low already.
I think this game comes to conclusion long before all provinces are broken.
Quite possibly, but would it come to a conclusion in the next 20 minutes? Do you think?
No,
I don't think so.
No, I don't see it.
Can it come to a conclusion in the next 60 minutes?
Possibly.
I think it will.
Possibly.
I think it will. I'm going to reverse my previous estimation, and I think this game could potentially just end. Legitimately and honestly, we could have a real winner here.
I think so. I think the honor pool is getting quite low. Like you say, it's a shared resource, and the attrition that's happening on it turn after turn with the bids.
There's a court games to dishonor the Adept of Shadows, which really is going to lock Matt out from using her ability completely.
Absolutely.
Because he'll lose honor for her leaving play, and then he'll lose honor for the text of the ability. That'll drop him to 2, and then the 2 dishonored characters leaving play would drop into 0, and the game would be over.
And there's potential here for...
And with the Dishonored characters leaving play, there is no window, I think, to activate your stronghold.
No, they won't. He won't get that opportunity. Unless he somehow... Actually, he could get the opportunity to do it if he puts the Sinister Soshi back in hand.
The Adaptive Shadows.
Adaptive Shadows.
Yes, that would let him do it.
And
but that's going to cost him 2 honor.
But he can use the box in the conflict and then replay her into the conflict. Honorable. So he would essentially just be losing... He would just be losing the 1 from her being dishonored.
Yeah. And that would leave his stronghold ready to activate again next turn.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. That's a line, for sure.
It depends on what he has in hand, though. It depends on what he has... Because if this character... Yeah... There can't be another court games in this fight, so it could be a play, and I think that's actually what we're going to see.
Yeah.
Yes, he's going to use the 2.
He pays the 2, dropping himself to 2 honor.
And he says he's only bringing it back to hand, so he can still play it.
And he has 4 fate left.
So it is legitimately possible. He does have favorable ground as well.
Doesn't look especially important right now.
No, Void isn't looking especially worth. He's popping the
And if he gets this Void Ring, because he can use it to send the Manipulator home. If he gets this Void Ring, it's going to be a full reset for both players.
Interesting what he's done here. He has favorable grounded in the Kachiko. Maybe thinking that she doesn't have a blank text box, which she has this turn.
Yes, a very good point. Maybe she's just there to be a courtier. She keeps her traits, so she can be there. She can play for shame.
Very true. Very true. That's not going to work.
Oh, she has a blank. Oh,
but it's resolved anyway. And we're a little bit behind on the stream here. We'll very, very quickly see whether or not this gets overturned by a judge. I think there could be some controversy in this one. He's going to steal back the honor as we predicted.
No, I think that went through.
This one has been resolved. This is a bit of a big one.
As always, and the game state's advanced beyond that point now. There's nothing we can do.
So the den is going to get popped to bring back in a... So he brings back in a character from under his den. Is that a Bayushi Lyre? No, it's a...
It is a Bayushi Lyre. Apologies if our commentary is lacking some of the zip and zing of earlier games.
Yeah.
Fatigue is setting in for us as well.
Yes, it really, really honestly is.
And as we discussed in the previous game, these Scorpion mirrors are opaque as fuck. What's going on, what the consequences of what's going on are, it takes a better mind than mine to work it all out.
More mental fortitude.
So
than,
Matt is dropping. Oh my God! There's only 3 points of honor left in the whole game.
Good Lord, this is scary. Oh my God.
Does also mean that Piotr has double, Matt. He's twice as honorable.
He is twice.
And in a minute, Matt is going to be twice as honorable as Piotr.
Good God, what is going on in this game?
You can see the buzzards circling. Shadows in a circle. Total board wipe. Nothing left in play.
This is scary stuff, man. And with it may as well be 1 million fate in Piotr's fate pool.
Yep.
14 fate, maybe 15 even.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. Quite a turn.
But Matt's drowning in fate too. Maybe not quite as much as Piotr, but
keeping
more than enough to.
Interestingly, keeping the City of Lies. So there's a Shoju. There's a Yunako.
The favor-grabbing chick, the fawning diplomat, a Yogo Hiroe.
And a Hiroe.
Versus a Shoju, a Yunako, and an outcast.
Most important buy this turn, Hiroe.
Yep. Most important buy every turn Hiroe turns up. Hiroe.
But it's another easy way for him to dishonor a weak target, which could cause that one honor loss that could win him the game. So using the stronghold, maybe not what Matt wants to do pre-bid.
Yeah.
Maybe he does. No, I don't think he does. It has to be a one bid from Matt here.
Yeah, for sure.
There's only one way this can go.
I bid 2.
And actually possibly a 2-bid from Piotr.
Yeah, who needs 3 points of honor in the game? 2 points is more than enough. This game can survive on 2 points of honor.
So Matt does take it. Maybe wanting him to... I have no idea what's going on here. I mean, this is just going to flip-flop back and forth between the strongholds.
Yeah. But it does mean if it was Piotr's turn, there's no way he's planning on passing with so much fate in the bank. But if he wanted to pass for that fate, then now he can't because he needs to use the stronghold before bids.
I don't.
But he doesn't want to pass.
No, I don't see the pass.
Absolutely. He wants to buy a million guys.
Probably with 2 to 3 fate honor.
51 minutes left in the round. Loads of time. We're gonna see this game end.
I am aging visibly as this game goes on. Oh, only one fate.
Yeah, the game isn't going to go much longer, and now he's going to take his honor back.
1 point of honor goes flip-flops back
Yeah,
and
I
forth.
think using the stronghold early was a mistake. You're right.
Because if you don't use it early,
You have the option of using it late.
You can potentially you can bait Piotr into making a bid higher than 1. That means that you can get an extra piece of honor into the game and still be 3-1 after the bidding.
10 minutes left in the round, proving round players.
Scorpion are such scum, aren't they?
Absolutely.
2 clans, 3 honor between them.
Not a shred of honor between them, I'd say. And this is a
Fawning Dip. I think it's the biggest Scorpion buying guys from his province's turn. We've literally seen
In
all
this
day.
tournament.
All day. He might as well have just bought 1 million guys.
I think a very obvious
that's
bid
almost
coming
as many guys bought from provinces in 1 turn as Matt has bought in 3 games. Total. So there are the bids, 1 on each side, no surprises there. It couldn't have been anything else.
Yeah, one both ways. Initiative on Matt's side here, he's going straight for the
air.
ring of air.
But I don't see how he gets it with just the outcast.
But it doesn't matter. He just
takes it off the board.
He needs someone to take it. So he's got political, he's got the outcast. Probably got a charge.
It's a military conflict, so he's
he's probably got charge.
He's got 3 already because of the favor.
Yeah.
We can't see the province, unfortunately.
I think it's a meditations on the town.
Oh, it is. We saw it before. It is meditations. You're right. So charge to bring in Shoju or Yunako.
This is where it gets really important with those policy debates. Those policy debates could eliminate the ways Matt might have of winning this conflict and claiming the air ring.
Matt never seeing a favorable niece this game, right?
No.
So he's had ways of the Scorpion in hand. I think all game.
Pretty much dead
cards. Piotr looking at his hand, he's got a bunch of powerful, useful cards that he could play.
So he's contemplating his defense here. He's got to use his resources well. It's still not a done deal. This game is not. It's a long way from over.
Well, I don't know that it's such a long way from over. There's a lot's going to happen between now and
the end of the game.
Yeah.
It might be over this turn.
It might. His board. So that's I think that's the Fawning Diplomat going down a well, is it?
He only paid 1 fate for it, so I'm not sure what that was.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was.
Down the well, down she goes.
Down she goes. Oh, that is terrifying.
It is, and that's a point of honor loss.
That is actually terrifying. Now he's unopposed in this conflict.
But the thing is, though, he's got no characters in play.
This could be over right now. If he's got to get a conflict
over
character.
one way. This is the conflict that if he wins, he wins. If he loses,
conflict
an unopposed conflict will do the job on the other side. And he has nothing else in play. If he doesn't win here, he loses.
Oh, and there comes the other one.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's a deep, deep well here today, folks.
Oh, there's like at least
It's
40.
full of
of bodies.
It's full of bodies.
There's flies all over the bodies, the dead bodies in this well.
It's really more of a mass grave at this point than a well.
It is.
Oh,
this is terrifying.
Water is poisoned for generations to come.
Absolutely. This is tense times.
So there's still the Sinister Sashi, but the Yogo Outcast gets +1/+1, while you're less honourable, which Matt is. So she's 3/3, so it's enough. And with the favour, it's enough too.
Yes, he is. It doesn't matter if he breaks the province, he just wants the ring. Claiming this
Ring
heir
unopposed, that's
is
it.
going to win the game.
Piotr only has 2 fate left.
Yep. He's looking through his hand, he's looking for an answer.
He can't return his Adept of Shadows because
Nope.
it's a 2-point honour loss.
And that's
And
it.
there it is.
We're
It's over.
hearing some
From the
clapping.
future.
And there it is. There's the concession. Oh well, it's going to be a loss. But amazing stuff there from Matt. Really well played. That was tense, guys. That was a tense final turn.
With 6 minutes and 47 seconds left in the. Oh no, wait. We had 140 minutes, and it's now at 46 minutes.
We had 100 minutes.
Yeah, we had 100 minutes. Sorry.
So there's 44 minutes left in this. Or sorry, 54 minutes left in this game.
No, I know that, but if this was an hour-long game,
It still would have come to conclusion.
there you have it.
So Scorpion versus Scorpion, the mirror. Our new champion, our Irish Kotei champion,
Matt
Matt
Light
Light.
from the UK.